Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Never Miss a Monday podcast. I am your host, Stacey Garcia, and I am so grateful that you are here with me for this incredibly special end of the year reflection episode. How are we already midway through the December? It is blowing my mind. I mean, I say that now, but every time October hits, I always say goodbye to the rest of the year because it does tend to really fly by. I feel like January is always the longest month of the year. And then by the time we hit fall, it's just like, oh my God, it just speeds up so incredibly fast. I can, but I also can't believe that we're already here. So today we're going to dive into something I think so many of us are feeling right now, that mix of gratitude, exhaustion, clarity, and that possibility that shows up when one year ends and another year begins. I'm feeling that a lot right now, and I'm sure you all are too. So, this episode is all about what we're releasing, what we're keeping, and what we're creating as we walk into a brand new year and a brand new energetic cycle. So, let's talk for a second about walking. You guys all know by now, I love to walk in nature. It's my favorite thing. I was doing so this morning after I dropped off the kids from school. And I was at my healing trail. And this is probably, well, I have two favorite seasons where or actually 2 months out of the year that I really, really love walking in nature more so than other times. Right now, we live in Los Angeles. December is when the leaves really start to change color. Leaves are falling from the trees, but the trees aren't bare yet. So the colors are incredibly vibrant. And then you also see all the leaves on the ground as well. So it just gives you this feeling of changing, of shedding, and then kind of looking forward to that blank slate when the leaves are on the ground and there's nothing left on those trees, of what we can really create for the following year. My other favorite month, and I have to think of the month, it's probably April, is when everything is in bloom. So walking in winter is not my favorite, but I absolutely love it when everything is in bloom. My allergies don't love it, but I visually absolutely love walking in those seasons as well. So I was really enjoying that and thinking about what I wanted to bring to the table today. um, so we are just about done moving through the year of the snake, and we're stepping into the year of the horse, which carries its own rhythm, momentum, and meaning. So we're going to talk about what we've shed in 2025, what we've discovered about ourselves, what matters most, and what we're really ready and excited to build next. So let's all take a collective deep breath. Inhale, exhale, and let's get into it. Okay, so first I'd kind of like to talk about the year end of, the reflection, what this year taught me. And I would really love for you to reflect and think about what it's taught you. So I always love to begin each year end reflection with honesty. No pressure to wrap everything up in a perfect bow because this year was anything but perfect for me. It was incredibly messy. It was massively hard. It was not linear. It was up, down, all around. And it wasn't easy in any of the ways I had really hoped it would be, coming from the year prior, of my cancer diagnosis and recovering from surgeries, to this year with so much shifting and changing and shedding. It was really, really hard, although and I have to consciously choose to find the beauty in every single day. And I do. Even on the hardest days, I'll never say my day was awful. There were moments that were awful, but also moments that were absolutely beautiful. And I make sure to capture those in every single day. So I'm not saying that this was an awful year, it wasn't by any means, but it was incredibly powerful. This year taught me how resilient I can be when things fall apart or shift unexpectedly. That clarity often comes from contrast and knowing what I don't want. So sometimes people will be like, well, you must have figured it all out. No, I haven't, but I figured out what I don't want. And that will help lead me into my next chapter and what I do want. That slowing down is not a weakness, it's a recalibration. I've had to slow down so much this year and reset and pivot. And I've just really grown to love how slow. And I hope that you're kind of also enjoying the slowness of the season. I hope that you're wearing sweats more. I hope that you're cozying up more, drinking lots of warm beverages. Our bodies are craving comfy and warmth right now as the temperature cools down. I actually just and I'm always drinking my matcha while I record, and I did have my matcha, but everything is now warm. So I'm really into peppermint tea in the evenings, and I have one of my favorite mugs. This is my Christmas movie mug. I just love snuggling up and getting cozy. I'm drinking a lot of warm water with lemon right now. I'm so excited this week to make the Blue Zones has an amazing minestrone recipe that I think Dan Buettner eats that every day for breakfast. But I'm going to make it for dinner this week. Just cozy, nourishing. The more warm we can get. Epsom salt baths almost every single day. So healing, so cozy. So I really, really hope that was a little side note that you're really embracing the coziness of the season. And lastly, that I can really trust myself and my intuition. If you're watching on YouTube, you see I'm wearing my 111 necklace. My reminder to always trust my intuition, and I trust my intuition more deeply than I ever have before. And honestly, I learned that sometimes the most productive seasons are the ones when I personally am resting, I'm listening, I am sitting in stillness, I am shedding, and I'm rebuilding from the inside out. And I've been doing that so much over the past couple of months, especially. And I really am curious to see what your experiences are from this year with your shedding journey. Think back. Feel free to DM me. I would love to hear everything that you have shed this year because I'll tell you, I know I'm not alone in this. I know that there's been a lot of shedding going on. Now, I like to kind of switch to the gratitude of all of this. I start every single day and end every single day in gratitude. My eyes are closed. So, first thing when I wake up in the morning, I thank God for another day. I keep my eyes closed. And actually, recently, since I had Kathy Heller on the show, she said something with that she uses with her like magical mornings that I've been doing as well. And after I speak about what I'm grateful for in that moment, as soon as I wake up, then I repeat, I am a masterpiece, a piece of the master. I am someone, some of the one, and I can't wait to see what surprises are in store for me today. And I kind of set myself up for having a great day. I get out of bed and I usually go into the living room. It's still really dark, just kind of glancing outside. And I do my Reiki meditations and my grounding exercises to start the day before I do anything. That is how I start every single day. And let me tell you, it really programs you for the days that are extra challenging to always find the gratitude because I am in a place where it's become a habit that I'm always in gratitude. And when I go to sleep at night, close my eyes, same thing. I close my day with gratitude, all of the things that worked well that day, everything that I'm grateful for. And I live in it. I live in it. That's why I have a hard time with Thanksgiving because even though I love how happy and joyous the community is and how thankful everyone is, I think it's such a practice that we should be doing every single day. So, with that being said, every year brings its challenges, but if we look super closely, it also brings a lot of gifts, some obvious and some disguised. And the more that you are used to seeing all of the gifts, the more that they will appear. And this year, I couldn't be more grateful for all the people, and you know who you are, who showed up for me in the most unexpected, beautiful ways. I am so thankful for the opportunities that I didn't see coming my way, for the moments I felt incredibly supported, even when I didn't ask for it. The lessons that stretched me. This one is huge, and this is something that I believe Jenny talked about recently. And I hear this a lot with actually David Gingham. I listen to him a lot on his spiritual podcasts, and the more that I've studied Kabbalah, the more you learn to just thank God, the creator, for every single challenge that comes your way because it's there to teach you something. And I've shared on the show that my mantra this year really is not so much when things happen that shake me. I try my best to not sit into the why is this happening to me, but instead I awaken myself to what is this trying to teach me? Because there's lessons in all of this, and there's been a lot of lessons. But most importantly, I'm incredibly grateful for all of you listening, supporting, and really following me on my journey. And those of you that have actually shared your experiences with me has really been amazing. This community, this connection that we've built here for each other every Monday has been such a gift. And this podcast has been such a lifeline for me. And it's something that I'm so incredibly proud of. And I cannot believe that next month we're gonna celebrate a whole year of Never Miss a Monday. So I am so thankful to each and every one of you. And if you ever listen to an episode or watch an episode that you know someone would really get a lot out of, please share it with them. Spread the word, rate and review on Apple or Spotify podcasts. I would just so appreciate to get this into the hands of so many more people because I think that together we can really rock these Mondays, these weeks, these months, these years all together. So thank you so, so incredibly much. Um, and just so you know, when you end the year, the day, any moment in gratitude, it really softens your transitions. It makes space for what is next. And I love living in gratitude. It makes my heart so happy. So, we're going to talk about what we've shed this year in 2025, the year of the snake. So, the year of the snake is traditionally about shedding skin, releasing what no longer fits us, seeing truth clearly, and letting old identities fall away. And holy moly, did it feel like that this year. It definitely did for me, and I'm sure it did for you. But for many of us, this year peeled back layers we were not expecting. This was the year we shed old expectations of ourselves, outgrown versions of ourselves, relationships or patterns that drained us, perfectionism, threw that out the door, trying to be everything for everyone, the hustle culture conditioning, and the stories we told ourselves that we should be doing and comparing ourselves to others and where we should be and yada, yada, yada. The snake teaches us to evolve from the inside first. It asks us to let go, to see clearly, and to move quietly, but incredibly intentionally. So, if this year felt like a huge transformation in slow motion, that's because snake years operate beneath the surface. They turn over the soil and they prepare the foundation. So, as we move in these next couple of weeks from the year of the snake to the year of the horse, this transformation is so huge. But even during the transformation, some things are still incredibly worth holding on to. So, even though we've thought about everything that we want to shed, now it's our time as we are going into this new year. What do we want to keep? Okay. So, for me, I choose to keep the boundaries I learned to set. I choose to keep the confidence feel like I have finally stepped into. I want to keep the self-care habits that ground me. They are my non-negotiables. They are everything to me. I want to keep the people who feel aligned and supportive. I want to keep all the goals that still resonate with me, the softness that I have reclaimed, and most importantly, the connection to purpose that grew so much stronger for me this year. So, we don't throw everything out when we start a new chapter. We honor what still feels true to us and we carry it forward with intention into the new year. So, as we enter this year of the horse, this 2026, there's going to be a lot of momentum, courage, action, and freedom. It's fast moving energy. It's expansive. It pushes us forward after a year of introspection. So, this next year, this horse energy invites us to move boldly, to trust our instincts even more, to say yes to opportunities, these full body yes. Start the projects we've been dreaming about, really getting the action behind it. Break free from anything or anywhere, anyone that is holding us back, leading with passion and purpose, and take up space confidently. A lot of us have been taught to stay small, and Amanda Klutz talked about it this past season, where whenever she goes into a room, she makes herself as big as possible. So really take up that space as confidently as possible. So this year, I've decided I'm creating more space for joy, more aligned work, less forcing and hustling, and more manifesting, a deeper sense of purpose in every single thing I do, new offers, new collaborations, new creative projects. I'm so excited to share so much of this with you. A clear vision for the future that I'm building for myself and my family, my children, and more opportunities for community. And one of those that I'm really excited to announce is going to be my new Monday Momentum membership, where we start our week off super strong every single Monday. It's going to be a very simple, supportive membership that helps you stay consistent, energized, and aligned through mindset, movement, nourishment, and energy work, everything that I specialize in. It will include weekly Monday motivation voice notes from me, weekly mini habit challenges, and a monthly reset session, plus a community of people just like me and you who want to grow, who want to heal, and who want to stay consistent in their goals. It's not just nutrition. It's not just mindset. It's not just physical fitness. This is a holistic, whole person approach support system designed by moi, who has actually lived it. So close your eyes for a second if you're able to. Imagine yourself 8 weeks from now. You wake up feeling motivated, your habits are sticking, you're more aligned, grounded, and consistent. Your energy is lighter, you trust yourself again, you're actually excited for Mondays. So check out the show notes for more information and how you can join my membership at an incredibly low price point with really huge results. And I'm going to have a special for the first 20 founding members as well. So I'm inviting you right now to think about what you would like to create as well for this new year. Journal it down, say it out loud, bring it into the universe. So, some of my goals, these are not a checklist. These are just intentions that I want to bring in for this new year, is to follow inspiration instead of obligation, to create with more freedom and less fear, to invest in my emotional, mental, and spiritual health, to expand this beautiful community in deeper, more meaningful ways, to share more honesty, more stories, more teachings, to choose courage every time I feel called to play small, and to build consistency through calm, not chaos. Chaos. These goals feel like alignment to me. They feel like real horse energy, purposeful, powerful, and forward moving. So now take a moment and ask yourself, what am I releasing this year? What am I keeping and holding so close to me? And what am I creating? Write it down, say it out loud, hold it really close to your heart with reverence. This new year can become so incredibly meaningful, not because of the calendar changes, but because we change with intention. So, with that being said, thank you so incredibly much for being here with me. Thank you for showing up, not just to this podcast, but to your own life again and again. I'm incredibly excited that we're stepping into this together, this beautiful community, this new exciting momentum, this amazing next chapter for us all. So, no matter what happens with these next couple of weeks, and just so you know, this is going to be my last episode of 2025 Year of the Snake. I will be throwing back the next 2 weeks before the new year some really fun, meaningful old episodes that I would love for you to re-listen as we're closing this new chapter. So those will be live on the podcast the next couple weeks. But since I won't be physically with you these next couple weeks, please remember you do not need to be perfect to be powerful. You just have to be present. And most importantly, you just have to never miss a Monday. I love and appreciate you all so much. From the bottom of my heart, have a beautiful, blessed rest of your holiday season and new year. And I cannot wait to see you all on Monday, the first Monday of January. Have a beautiful one, everyone.